Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Vapor Sports. I'm Tate. It's nice to see you guys again. Game 6 of the 2020 NBA Finals was yesterday, and the Lakers are your 2019 and 2020 NBA champions. Well deserved for the Lakers. Bringing back that title for Kobe Bryant and the city of Los Angeles. It's a great sight to see. You kind of wish, the Heat put up a little more fight during that entire game, but they, stole 2 games from the Lakers, which is not to say it still was an entertaining series. Enjoyed watching most of the games. Probably my favorite game out of all the series was Game 5, just considering how close it was and, how much the Heat fought in that game with Jimmy Butler and Duncan Robinson balling out. But anyways, congrats to the Los Angeles Lakers. The duo of LeBron and Anthony Davis is really just dominant and has been dominant throughout the entire playoffs. And, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the coming seasons if that duo can stay together, how many more years LeBron has left. I believe he has a few. So, anyways, let's get right to the stats. This game, really, there isn't that much to talk about because the Lakers started out dominant and it continued the rest of the way. They were up 64-36 at halftime, so really the Heat didn't have much of a chance after that. LeBron James with 28 points, 14 rebounds and 10 assists. Anthony Davis also had 19, 15 rebounds and 3 assists. They got a good contribution again from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with 17. The Lakers really just, with that kind of duo, they dominated that game, made the Heat work on defense. Unfortunately, I think because Jimmy Butler and the rest of the other guys were exhausted, they kind of played a factor in this game, not for them being able to put up a big fight. Now, as for the Heat, leading scorer was Bam Adebayo. He had 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. Jimmy Butler wasn't really that effective. He had 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. Let's see. Jay Crowder, 12 points. Duncan Robinson had 10. Tyler Hero had 7, 3 out of 10 shooting. So, unfortunately for the Heat, it's not really the way that you wanted it to end, but that just happens in basketball. It's just how the game works. You have to play back-to-back games, and considering that the Heat had fought so hard in Game 5, couldn't really see it in Game 6. So, I'm going to start off with talking about kind of the futures of both teams, just because, this playoffs really showed that a lot of teams that were in contention, such as the Clippers, Celtics, they can't get knocked out. And you saw that with the Heat, you saw that with the Nuggets. These kinds of upsets in the bubble can't happen. It's not unlikely. And that's the fun in it, is that you get to watch these teams just play, no crowd, nothing. Just making sure I do this task. Okay, this is really weird because I'm trying to... Okay, it looks like that one's fixed. Hopefully it is, I'm not sure what happened. I honestly have no idea what happened. I was just clicking or trying to go to the codes. But anyway, for the Lakers, quite honestly, I believe that, LeBron has a few more years in him. Everybody report. Honestly, I don't really think, he has a chance to get a few rings, maybe 1 or 2, and he might call it a day. But probably the interesting thing to me is the debate that's going on between, who's the GOAT? Is it LeBron? Is it MJ? Is it Kobe? Is it based on rings? Is it based on wins? Jordan 6-0 in the finals. LeBron is now 4-7. So, you can't really decide on that. In my personal opinion, I'd have to go with Jordan just because, given the record. But I know there are a ton of LeBron fans out there that would say differently, and I don't disagree with both points. We'll get the numbers and might tell you a lot, but let's see just to make sure I'm sticking with this. And I'm brown, right? So, I'm just gonna skip because I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, back to what I was saying, I think the Lakers, honestly, if they get one more piece as far as their players, because quite honestly, they don't really have that third guy that would be able to step up. Again, you look at Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, for example, and he had some really good games throughout these finals. Again, 17 points in this one. He also had a pretty good game in Game 5, I believe he had 16. So really, if they just get some knockdown shooter, and again, I think Danny Green was supposed to be that kind of guy, but unfortunately he's kind of faded throughout these finals. If they get some kind of guy who can maybe, spread the floor for them and let LeBron and AD do the work inside, I think they'll still have a chance. As for the Heat, again, I think they need that one piece. They have this one piece that they need, and I think they need someone that can be a trusted rebounder, because to me it doesn't seem like Bam Adebayo fits that role, and he's definitely a great player, but I think they need someone like, I'm thinking Giannis or maybe even Bradley Beal. I know that Vic Oladipo is on the market as well, so there are a few interesting free agents to watch out for, and I think that it will just be interesting to see what happens during this free agency, because the Heat, I think, are a great destination as far as what they can offer. I believe they have $50 million in cap space, so if they want to go get a player, they might be able to. And if the Heat do end up getting someone like, let's say, Giannis, which I don't think will happen, but if they ended up getting a caliber type of player like him, I honestly think they could come back to the finals. And maybe, I don't know, maybe like Heat Lakers again. That'd be, for the second time, that'd be awesome to see. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that's how it works. The NBA it's just a market, and whatever team you need to go to win, you'll go to that team. You saw it with LeBron, you saw it with Kyrie. They want to go to teams where they think they can win, not where they'll be brought down. All right, let me just focus on the game a bit. Wait, why is he accusing me? Okay, I have no idea why these guys are accusing me, because I was in cafe and I just walked to reactor, or I was going to do my task in reactor. I'm not sure why they're accusing me, but I'm going to defend myself. Honestly, I have no idea why I did that, but anyway, what else is maybe good to talk about? Right, contenders for playoffs. Yeah, I would say coming into this 2020-21 season, as far as on the Western Conference side, when I look at the Clippers and I look at the Nuggets, I look at the Rockets, and also I don't think you should count out the Warriors. If they're getting Steph Curry and Clay both back, I mean, they still have, three of the players that had guided them to 3 finals in a row and still won 3 rings. So, and that was one of them was without KD. So, I mean, they're still in the picture. I think people have been forgetting how good the duo of Steph and Clay was, as well as Draymond. I think for the Clippers, honestly, based on the 3-1 lead that they blew, it's kind of disappointing because they have both Kawhi and Paul George. And again, they were expected to win this year. They were expected to beat the Lakers in that conference semis. That didn't happen because the Nuggets were able to get in their way. But yeah, I mean, those teams are kind of in the picture still. I think the Rockets, again, they kind of need that. Like, they have Westbrook and Harden already. And as it showed in the Lakers series, that small ball matchup didn't really help them at all because they didn't have anyone to contain LeBron or AD really. So let me just make sure I'm. Okay, cool. So all my tasks are done. I'm just gonna finish this game and then we'll wrap it up. But yeah, I mean, for the Rockets, I think one of their priorities will be if they can find a versatile big man. If they can find someone like Anthony Davis, they already have enough guards that would be able to, take shots and stuff. But if they can find someone like a big man, they had Capella a few years ago. Unfortunately, I don't really know what happened to him as far as his career. But if they can find someone like him that can, play in the small ball and still match up with, LeBron or AD if they were to ever meet again, that'd be probably the best matchup. So I have no idea what just happened. So I think it's orange. There too. I just saw lime and orange. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, that's really weird. I mean, if it is lime, that's fine, but I wasn't even paying attention, so I hope I'm right. Because he was standing over the body, so I have no idea what he's doing. Well, he says, I didn't mean to. Oh my god, Blue, I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to assume it's him. I didn't mean to kill her. Well, that's unfortunate. What else is there? Make sure. Is it orange? Better be. Alright, cool. Alright. Well, as I said, NBA Finals is really entertaining. In the bubble, it was interesting to see a lot of teams show out. The teams I can think of most are, for example, the Heat. Again, they were counting out the beginning of the season, and look where they got. They took 2 games from the Lakers. And yeah, I mean, there were just so many teams that played really well. Anyone could fight for that spot. But congrats to the Los Angeles Lakers. You are the 2020 champions. I know a lot of people say, well, it wasn't deserved. It was in the bubble. Everyone wasn't at their best. But in the playoffs and during this series, the Los Angeles Lakers did play the best basketball. LeBron and AD right now are the best duo that I've seen in a while since, Kobe and Shaq. And really, I can't even think of anybody. But yeah, congrats to the Lakers for that ring. And I know the NBA, a lot of people will be missing it for a while, but the one thing that we can't remember is that it's been really impactful on not just the players inside the bubble, but everyone else outside of it, especially with, the Black Lives Matter movement and everything going on right now during the coronavirus. Players have been able to speak up about it, which is probably the best part about having that kind of platform. So, with that being said, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Vapor Sports. We'll be coming out with more content related to the NFL season, which is still going. Some games are being rescheduled and postponed due to COVID, but hopefully we'll be able to still talk about the games that are relevant. So, with that being said, peace out, guys. Much love. And hopefully we'll be able to do more of these, because I do want to do more. But anyways, see ya.